$1 million. That is the amount that many solo recruiters and agencies are billing on a yearly basis. And I know that number can sound absolutely astronomical. It can sound absolutely intimidating. But in this video, I wanted to break down that number into more digestible parts to talk about how that is achievable as a recruiter, whether as a solo recruiter or as a small team or an agency, and how one tool, Flynt specifically, can help you unlock that number and those billings. So I will do my best here to keep the math easy and simple to follow, but I pulled up a quick calculator here on Google to help us just walk through the numbers. So firstly, I'll start with 1 million. All right, so that's 100, 100,000, 1 million. This is a $1 million worth of billings. That's what we're going for. Let's kind of break that down into something a little more manageable, right? Let's break that down by month. So we'll divide that number by 12 here. And so to bill $1 million, you would need to bill about $83,000 per month. Now, the next way we need to break this down is how many placements a month do we need to make in order to achieve $83,000 a month, depending on your niche, depending on your market, depending on your industry, depending on your location, your expertise. This number can vary widely. And so I don't want you to get super lost in the numbers here and take this all as like absolutes. All of these numbers will be rough approximations, just more for example's sake. But for the, let's say, software industry in the United States, oftentimes placement fees will be somewhere in the 20,000 to 40,000 range, right? And so let's divide this by 30,000. We'll cut the middle right there. So perfect. So in order to achieve $1 million a year, aka $83,000 every month, we would need to do approximately 2.75 placements every month. I think to keep our math simple, let's just say we need to do 3 deals a month. That is what we are aiming for. And so from here, we can even take us back a step further. So for us to make 3 deals a month, how many clients do we need for that? Again, this number could vary drastically depending on the size of your clients, how fast they move, the quality of your clients, how many roles they're hiring for. But let's just say on average, if you want to do 3 new deals a month, you need to get probably about 1 to 2 new clients a month, right? If you're getting consistently 2 new clients every single month over the year, that'll be 24 clients. That I think is a pretty reasonable number to say, okay, you can confidently make at least 3 placements every month. So that's our number. Okay, 2 new clients a month. That's what we need to get. So that's our next North Star. So don't think about the number million. Don't think about the number 83,000. Forget those big numbers. What we're thinking about right now is the number 2. 2 new clients that we need every single month. But here we go. Let's keep the process going. How do we break that down even further? So we need to get 2 clients a month. How do we get 2 clients? Likely we need to have maybe, again, depending on your sales experience, depending on the market, anywhere from like 3 to could be up to like 10 new client conversations. I'd say let's just keep it simple. Let's say you want to get 6 new client conversations and about a third of those will turn into signed clients. So that's our new number. So to get 2 new signed clients every month, we need to get 6 client conversations booked. Okay, there we go. Still a manageable number, the number 6. So we're looking to get 6 new clients. So our new North Star is how do we get 6 new potential client conversations booked? Then we keep that process rolling with the math. So to keep working this process forward, we need to then think, okay, to get 6 potential client conversations booked, how many emails do I need to send? How many calls do I need to make? How many LinkedIn messages do I need to send? And the numbers will vary. Now, I would say we would need to reach out to anywhere from 25 up to 500, even 1,000 people and 1,000 leads in order to get 1 conversation booked. I know that is quite a crazy range, but again, it really does depend on the niche that you're in, the market that you're in, how many other recruiters are there in your space, what's the competition looking like. But for example's sake, let's just say that we need to reach out to 100 people in order to book 1 client conversation, right? So if our North Star is booking 6 client conversations, we need to reach out to 100 people times 6. So that means 600 people. Again, moving the North Star. Now our North Star is how do we reach out to 600 people per month? Because to recap, 600 people a month will lead to 6 potential client conversations, which will lead to 2 clients, which will lead to about 3 placements a month, which will lead to $1 million in bookings, right? So how do we get 600 new leads per month? So here is where we go back to the calculator. We need 600 leads per month. That is what we're shooting for. What does that turn into per day? So there are on average 30-ish days per month. So that means 20. We need to reach out to 20 new leads per day. See, this seems a lot less daunting than initially did, right? When we started the video, we were talking about how do we bill $1 million? That's a scary question. What's a much less scary question is how do I reach out to 20 new people every day? right? But and if you think about it, those are the exact same question. If we can reach out to 20 people every day, assuming our math holds based on our industry and location and geography and all that, then there is a great chance that we can bill $83,000 a month and $1 million per year. So just already we've made this super manageable and a lot less intimidating. So okay, 20 people a month. That is our North Star. Now in videos past, we've talked about how you can do this manually. You can go to LinkedIn, you can go into their jobs tab, you can find jobs that fit your criteria, but then you're gonna have to spend time and energy weeding out staffing, recruiting agencies, weeding out companies that might not be in your niche, weeding out companies that are too big. And then even when you find that list of companies, you have to spend more time, more energy finding who the right hiring manager could be, spending money to get their contact information. And you can spend anywhere from 3 to 5 up to 10 minutes per lead. So if we wanted to find 20 new leads per day, let's say it takes us 5 minutes, boom, that's 100 minutes. That's over an hour and a half every day just to do this. And that is a lot of time when you calculate that over 30 days in a month, right? Conversely, we can do this exact same thing with Flynt, and convenient enough for us, Flynt agents target around 30 new leads for you every single day. And so let me pull up my Flynt account to show you what exactly that looks like. So here we are now in my Flynt account, and I've just pulled up one of my agents, my sales leadership agent. So this agent actually looks for VP of sales roles, director of sales roles, sales manager roles, all those higher level sales positions. And the beauty of this is that it runs every single day without me having to lift a finger. So as you know, we just calculated if it takes about 5 minutes to find each lead, we need 20 leads a day. We're spending over an hour and a half every single day building out this list of 20. But with Flynt, we set up our filters and criteria once, and then every day it automatically sends you a new list of leads that fit the bill. And as I mentioned, the beauty of Flynt is that it targets around 30 leads per day. So as you can see, this target some days it'll be over 30, some days it'll be less than 30. But if we just click into today's leads, I open it up and here you go. Sales manager roles, we have the job opening, we have the name of the company, how big the company is, we have the hiring manager, we have a link to their LinkedIn account, we have their contact information. And so not only do we just save an hour and a half here every single day, but also we have 30 leads when we only needed 20. And so just by having this one agent here, we are able to set ourselves up to this path of success towards $1 million in bookings. So if we're running 30 leads a day, we only needed 600 leads per month, but this will get us around 900. That should then result in at least 6 new client conversations every month, which then should turn into at least 2 new clients every month. And from 2 new clients every month, we can target to close around 3 placements, which will get us on track to over $83,000 a month, which then leads to $1 million in bookings. So that is what I would recommend when you're thinking about how do I hit this goal? How do I become $1 million biller? Don't get lost in the nerves and the scariness of how big a number that is. Break it down step by step. Go from what is the monetary goal I'm shooting for this year and do that exact same math that we just did. Break it all down to figure out how many people do I need to reach out to every single day. And there's a really good chance that you can hit that number with your agents within Flynt. So again, the numbers will vary based on your experience, based on your location, based on your niche, based on your sales skills. So don't read into all those numbers that I shared there as exact as specific rules. Those were more just demonstration examples for this video, but I would recommend doing your own type of math, taking these calculations backwards like I just showed you to figure out, okay, what is my goal to hit this year in billing? How do I work that down to figure out what do I need to do every single day to hit that? And it's much easier to hit that goal when you're thinking about smaller steps. What do I need to do today rather than what am I shooting for this year? So when it comes to becoming $1 million biller, using Flynt to get your leads will set you up on track to hit the goals that you are shooting for. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave that down in the comment section below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much.